Today's message: never let anybody take you out of your character. Never let somebody have control over your emotions by being able to have the power to get you to behave outside of yourself. Today's message brought to you by Jody, the girl who just got off the phone with her daughter who had to bail her friend out of jail. Why? Well, issues with, never mind that part, just never mind. Today's message again is stay inside your comfort zone. Stay inside the emotions that keep you grounded. People come around you sometimes to try to anger you. They will say stuff to try to goad you and upset you so that you will then feed into that negativity and join in. Don't do it. Just laugh or walk away. Doesn't mean you're stupid. It doesn't mean you're blind. It doesn't mean that you can't see the plan of the enemy and them trying oh so hard to trigger your emotions. You could just look and laugh and know that you operate above that. See, demons want you to feed them. They feed off your energy. Don't give it to them. When you see situations where people are pissing you off and they're fucking dicks, you know what I try to do? The hardest thing now. See, I've changed my lifestyle so much. So what do? I show compassion. Motherfucker, it's hard, but that's what I do, and it's getting me through because it's in my soul. Like, people are pissing me off, and I'm like, oh my, but then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have compassion. Have compassion, Jody. Have compassion. Why do you think these people are yelling? Why are they behaving in that way? They are obviously acting outside of their own self, so there is something going on. Instead of me taking a defensive thing, I could either choose to walk away and ignore it, or, if it's drama that you can't help and you don't want to be a part of, or if you see a situation where someone's acting outside of their self and trying to start shit, when you have compassion, you're trying to see things from their point of view. You have compassion on their inability to control their emotions in that moment because you understand those situations when it comes to the mental dome. Have compassion on your enemies even. The only way to bring an enemy out of being a fucking dick often is to show them another way. I'm not saying to, be a Stockholm's victim and go and hang out with your abusers. That is not what I'm saying. If you're in that type of situation, get away. I'm just talking about everyday life. Maybe you see your mama, your cousin, your friend, your boss, whatever, and they just fucking irk you. Or for some reason, they pick at you. Pick. Always picking at you, like poking the bear, just seeing. Or, trying in some way to get something from you in order to get a gain for them. When you see people stuck in those emotional states, have compassion for them. Try to show them better. Be solid. Double-mindedness. I didn't used to understand what that meant. And I'd read that in the Bible, and I'm like, I really didn't understand it. I heard it. Okay, I hear the words, and then I understand what the words mean, but I wasn't gaining an understanding of what the true message was. It takes time. You have to study to show yourself approved in this world that is a school. You are a student here on this earth. And like when you take tests, or you're going through different grades, what happens if you fail? You got to repeat it until you get it right. So life could be hard. This is Earth School. We're all in Earth School together learning. We're learning our degrees, our lessons, our life lessons. Whew. I was about to go Wu-Tang. Never mind, never mind. And talk lessons. But that's the subject for those who are into hermetics. So I don't know who's watching this and who's interested in what. Yes, my mind wanders. I'm sorry. It's part of me and the ADD, I guess. My mind goes from subject to subject. But I always come back around. Just like personalities. When there are people around you, sometimes they're too nice. Too nice. And always complimenting you. Always asking your advice. Wanting to know your opinions because they just are so nice. Watch out for those people. Oftentimes, those people are lost. And then what they'll do is they'll look at you and see some type of something that they'd like to have, which is a good thing in the way of trying to teach them growth. But you don't want them to duplicate and just be you. You don't want to develop a cult. You don't want people to follow you. You know, me, I'm sorry. A lot of the people I talk to don't believe in God and Jesus. And I do. Now, do I think Jesus was his name? No, there was no J even in the... But anyway, the language thing and all that, don't get caught up in the fucking Rumpelstiltskin, what's my name? It's in your soul house. We're on Earth School, learning our Earth lessons, right? And we want what? In the end, we want love, we want compassion, we want the fruits of the fucking Spirit. I know I'm not supposed to be swearing like that, but love, joy, happiness, peace. You know, these are things that are universal, regardless of who you are, where you come from, if you're a gangbanger, if you're a rich person, if you're a person living in the fucking trash can. It don't matter. It's universal. Universal. We just don't know how to get there. And people get so caught up in their fake Freudian mind and they start watching outside things that influence them to get them off track of what's in their soul house and to get them on a specific program. People are either meant or sent. Just like television. Why was television invented? Program. Broadcasting. And in other words, mind control. People are guiding your mind. Now, you could say people aren't guiding your mind at all, but that, in my mind, is you being dishonest. Because people are generally influenced, or they'll have idols, or see, I got way off track of the subject. I'm taken off, but it's all relevant. I know I started off with the subject of don't let people take you outside of your soul house. Don't feed into that outside negativity. If you can help them by being kind and compassionate and showing them a better way, do it. If you can't, walk away. But don't feed into it. Don't. My daughter, my oldest daughter, taught me one of my best life lessons ever. Ever. I was upset about something. And she said, Mama, you know, I have this rule of 5 that works for me. And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, if I'm upset about something, I let myself be mad for 5 minutes, and I could do that. I'm mad. I'm very angry. I'm feeling it. And then after that 5 minutes, I got to think further out into my future. In 5 days, am I still going to be mad about this? What about in 5 months? In 5 months, this moment that I'm doing right now, is it going to have benefited my life? Or did I hurt it? What did that do? 5 years from now, will I even remember this moment right now? Was I doing something for what cause? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. But, you know, if you do this stupid thing now, is this going to benefit you in the future? If you're mad now and angry at someone and you're holding resentment towards them, 5 years from now, are you still holding it? And if you have, is that a win for you? Because it sounds like a loss because you're holding on to this stuff inside of you. And man, that shit hurts. That's why you got to let it go. You got to acknowledge the truth within yourself. See, for me, that's very hard. Growing up abused and programmed and through military programming and a whole bunch of other shit, I almost lost myself. You see, like a person with a disorder of, because there's so many, so I'm just making it broad, doesn't truly know in their mind who they are, because maybe they didn't have the opportunity since birth to have a chance to see who they were, because from the moment they were born into a certain industry, they were groomed. So you know what's around you. You don't know what you don't see, especially when you're young, so it's easy to get caught up in the program. But 2020 has passed. You know, we have 2020 vision now. The veil is removed. Age of Aquarius, all that stuff. Jesus is real. The horsemen and the apocalypse are going around right now. Yes, I did warn you guys that COVID was coming over a year in advance. Because why? You could see the signs. You could see it. It's so obvious these days. So some people want to divide and conquer and own things and take control and say, ah, ha, ha, I did this. Look at this great thing I just did. Often that could turn into self-worship, and then you lose track of the big picture. Love, compassion. I hope people have compassion on me, because I've, definitely said things to people that have hurt their feelings or made them feel some way. I have a very bad tendency to have a passive aggressive demeanor towards people, and I'm working on it. But right now, that's my biggest thing I'm working on. I'll admit it when I see it. I'll make a smart ass comment, and then I generally laugh, say, I'm so sorry, I apologize, that was wrong, because I'm learning better coping tools. So sometimes I have word vomit and I say things and they come out wrong, and then I have to re-explain myself, and it could be a mess. Oh my gosh. See, I'm closing my eyes, like trying to make, like it doesn't exist. See, I'm looking at the sun and I'm trying to act like it does. I'm joking. I'm not doing that. I'm not hiding and running away. I'm learning that compassion and harmony are key for me this season. Harmony. The scales of justice, Libra. Balance. No longer having double-mindedness, meaning the things I do come from my soul house, not from an outside influence like television or military programming or friends or gaslighters or whatever it may be, but acting within myself, my true inner me, that real G. So it is the season for me of growth, because as you know, I now help run a streaming network, television network on Roku with the League Foundation, and I'm the lieutenant governor. That's funny. It's a funny title, but I'll take it. Okay. And so I have an opportunity to start really sharing things with you guys, and I'm going to start bringing on some other entertainers. Some of them you guys probably know really well. But not all entertainers. I want to have conversations on my network, our network, because there's a board of 13, that we could just really have the freedom to speak our truth. Not lies, but tell our truth. It's going to be a little different because it won't be censored like a lot of these other things here, like YouTube. You really can't say a lot censored. But healing is my goal. I'm not out here to be a whistleblower and expose people and talk about the Illuminati. Not I. Said I and I. Anyway. I'm just out here on the swing sharing my thoughts. Compassion and harmony. That's my goal this season. Even with the people that piss me off. Because you got to see the reflection of yourself within these people as well. Because when you see people, you want to look at them as life lessons. Hopefully you learn from their mistakes and you don't do them, but sometimes you follow through and do it yourself because, some people like to learn the hard way. Stubborn as a mule. Oh, a jackass, you say. Following their own plan and trying to make their day. But, I'm not a jackass. My initials are Jack. The closest you could call me if we say the Jack would be the Jack, the hangman, Jack of Tarot, but the enlightened one, not the fool. That's not me. That's not cool.